I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have a look at Netvrk Land. So another video where we're going to explore one of the top NFT tradable volume on OpenSea, Netvrk Land, sitting at about position 11 over the last 7 days with a 79.5 Ethereum tradable volume. Definitely an interesting project, has apparently a lot to offer, and we're going to see in this video, according to my opinion, if this is an interesting investment opportunity in terms of the land plots available and the entire ecosystem around it. Definitely interesting. I obviously had a look already about everything that it has to offer. They have a token. There are several videos. So let's start with the video. It's a little bit on the shorter side first before we dive into a more longer video, but built in Unreal Engine, where you can definitely see that the gamification of the actual, like this metaverse looks a lot more like an actual game. It looks a little bit like Grand Theft Auto compared to your other perhaps pixelated metaverses 2D like World Wide Web Land or Sandbox or NFT Worlds. This looks a lot more clean, which in my opinion, I like this style better. The video is a little bit laggy. I think that's my computer. I don't think their video is like this, but I also have a video of the actual gameplay where we can actually have an inside look, and this just looks extremely good in my opinion. I'm very excited to have a look at this project Netvrk to see what it actually has to offer us in the medium short term, right? We know that with these land plot investments, they're basically the foundation of these metaverses. So they tend, if the metaverse has potential, to be a good investment. However, we obviously have to see what was the mint price, what is the entry point currently, and what is the potential moving forward. Are we looking at a 3, 6, 12 month hold? Or are we more looking at something like a 30 to 60 month hold? Obviously very important to consider. You would have to be bullish on the entire ecosystem as a whole to be able to consider something like this, right? This is basically, I think, the official promo. Shape Your Reality with Netvrk. One of the founders, I assume, explaining what it actually is, how it works. So definitely one of the best explainers I've seen. They give a little bit of the lore, where they basically explain what they have done so far. You see the characters basically being pushed in. Basically the proof of concept being done by Sandbox, where Netvrk is definitely focused on VR experience, right? You can see that it kind of has, when I saw this the first time, I had a little bit of a Side as Heroes feeling when you see basically what kind of space environment it is portraying, but then it basically goes into the world, right? It shows you like how it's populated, how the software as a foundation, how everything is built. And then you get like the Unreal Engine vibe, which you see in a lot of other games, right? In my opinion, this is a lot higher quality of a game than what we currently see in terms of a metaverse in most of the other metaverses, right? In my opinion, this is a little bit more, I don't know, when I look at the land, more World of Warcraft style, maybe Call of Duty, right? Definitely more realistic. And I therefore think more powerful in terms of how things will actually be built by developers and designers moving forward, right? As he's mentioning right now, they can upload their own assets and basically create their world. Obviously, if you are an Unreal Engine and you basically have the opportunity to develop your own assets like buildings or whatever the fuck you want to make, and then put that into this world, or basically your land, which you purchase, right, and start to build upon it. I think in this type of quality of a game, it can have extreme potentials. It integrates with social media, so you can play with your friends. They briefly discussed before the actual marketplace that they're going to have. So not only can you develop things for yourself, you can also offer those things to other people, which of course, one of the most important things to consider is obviously the monetization aspect of things, right? I don't think that I'm going to be playing this world, right? I'm not a gamer, I'm an investor. I look for the opportunities, but I compare this relative to the other metaverses available, and I'm just having a better feeling with Netvrk than I have with all the other metaverses that I have reviewed so far, which have been quite many, right? Do I know much about these NFT land plots, what they can do in general, or what the future holds for them? I think it's all quite new, right? It's all quite unexplored. Yet, what we're seeing right here, not only the ease of use of the development, right? Because I think, well, it does look a little complicated, but it doesn't look that complicated. I'm sure I can figure it out. I wouldn't want to figure it out. I wouldn't want to do it myself, but I do see that the actual adaptability to building on Netvrk is not that complex, right? It's just what I'm seeing right now. This guy talking, ready to use gameplay, assets, you can build, you can buy it. There's basically a database with different steps. But I'm basically looking, because this is all the builder, right? How it's being built. I'm very curious to see if there's any gameplay out there that basically shows like how the shooting goes. There's some armor and guns right here, because the actual gameplay of like multiple players at once, that would definitely be cool to see. Oh, here we go. We have some action. So that definitely looks like it's a little bit of a Skyrim Witcher kind of feel. If you ever played those games, and then it explodes, of course. All right, interesting. So this is obviously one of the more unique elements, I would say, where a metaverse already has a lot of in-game content footage available, is willing to share it, and basically explaining it, how the entire thing works through this video, which I think, as I said before, is one of the best explainers I've seen to date, because it's simple and it's exactly what you would want to see as an investor, right? They have a full page with news available and everything related to that. So basically, you buy the assets, you buy the land, buy the ad space. You can generate your own NFTs, and there's staking available. They have a token, which is already live, and then you have the Netvrk staking. So the staking options, all the pools basically have been filled. Basically, you need to wait until the next option. So there's 4 collections. When we talk about the investment opportunity just for the NFTs, I will later cover the coin very, very briefly. There's land, transport, avatars, and bonuses. So let's open each of these and see what the volumes are like and how that works. When we look at the partners, it's obviously crazy that they currently have so many different partnerships. Absolutely impressive. These are all games or launch pads that they have connected with anything in the crypto space, from Certic is there as well, right? There's capital, venture capital, blockchains, investors. So definitely, maybe not only tier 1 backers, right? But definitely a good distribution on how far they are currently and what has been done so far. So I got the land right here, sitting at about 0.65 Ethereum. The volume overall, when we look at what it has done, so the last 90 days, let's look at all time, which is basically the last 90 days, went live January 12th. So this is here, basically it starts the mint, right? January 25th. So 1.3 Ethereum going for about 585 sales. Slow downward trend, 1.1, 0 point something. Did I see that correct? 0.95, and right now it's 0.65. So that's what you usually see on the major announcement in spikes, but there's a slow downward trend, right? When we look at the actual sales, the last sale happened 3 hours ago. So there's not a lot of volume. When we look at all the other NFT projects, the past sales, there are many, right? The price is high already when we compare to other metaverses. So here you might actually be early and you might actually be on time. So There are different districts available: entertainment, adult, business, education, creative. And that's basically also what they refer to as, are you a landlord, magnate, tycoon, monarch, baron, or tsar? You have the different options. The sizes, like mega. The type is land. And I think, I'm not too sure, but if it was this metaverse, perhaps I think this is, they only minted LA so far, but I'm not sure if this is actually this one. Then you got the transports. So you got like the different vehicles that you can use. And that has been also available. The traction is definitely a lot less, right? You got the motorcycle, the roadster, the falcon, which is basically the what's it called? The airplane. And the prices vary quite a bit. Then you got the avatars. So these are 0.8 Ethereum. So it's quite interesting that the collections vary in the ranges quite a bit. So there's quite little avatars relatively. And there's bonus items, bonus packs. I don't know what these actually do, but it's definitely interesting to have a look at each of them. All right, so let's say we're going for any district, but I want to know what the mega size would be. So if we would consider the most expensive one. All right, so we're looking at about 10 Ethereum, which is definitely quite expensive. The giant one, 5 Ethereum. The large one, we're looking at about 2.25. So that's not too bad. And you got a decent rarity on that one as well. 0.9 for the medium. And then the standard, basically pushing it to 0.65. So definitely the standard and medium are quite close together, but also in amounts. The mega, 10 Ethereum. Giant, 3, yeah, okay, so 5. And then, yeah, either giant is probably one of your best bets at the moment, looking at the pricing. And the pricing goes up quite quickly. So there's only like 4 giant plots, and then it basically shoots up already. That's quite interesting. In regards to the vehicle types, you got transport. What's transport? Is that like everything? So you got the motorcycle. Yeah, I think that's just everything. That's everything total. So the motorcycle is 0.1. And then you got the roadster, which is 0.3 on the floor. You got the truck, which is 0.6. Then you got the yacht, which is 9 Ethereum. Holy shit. Okay, and there's not even that many for sale. And then you got the falcon, which is the jet, which is 4.2. All right, interesting. Then you got the avatars. And you also have companions. So are the avatars companions? Quanto. No, I think they're separate. So you have either avatars or companions. So for the avatars, it's 0.8. You got Eve, or it's all, and Adam. Adam and Eve, basically. But we need to see how many are for sale, because actually on the avatars alone, there are very, very little for sale. Are there no companions for sale? Oh, yeah, there are some companions for sale, but not even that many. So these are definitely a limited supply. So that is something that's definitely interesting. To which extent do they play a role? I don't know. And then you got some bonus items, which basically the quantum computers are the ones generating Netvrk's mega bonus pack. Enable holders to unlimited daily resources to build with, boost earnings on ads and referrals, free enrollment in the NFT lottery, and discounts on Netvrk features NFTs. Oh, all right, that's quite interesting. So definitely one of the most important things which we often see with these projects is to have a good understanding of everything in regards to the NFTs. You need to do a full research report. So I will do that. I will cover Netvrk later in a full research report where we basically explore the entire white paper. Right, so the white paper is one of the most important things. It's 45 pages. Usually takes me about an hour and a half to go through it thoroughly, but I will make sure that that is done because this is probably from all the reviews I've done so far on land, this is the one I'm most bullish on, but I like to keep these videos short just to show you what the possibilities are currently in the market. So the actual token got listed last year in June, saw a huge spike in the crypto gaming bull run, went as high as $7, currently down to about 180, sitting at about 140, 145. But definitely extremely bullish on this one. I need to review the market cap and the tokenomics in line with, of course, the white paper. It's listed on KuCoin already, which is quite interesting, but it's on the Ethereum blockchain, so it has a lot of opportunity left to explore. But this is one of my favorites that I've looked at so far. So I will definitely, in the short term, make sure that that research report is done on the Netvrk land and the entire project in general regarding the tokenomics, regarding the options. So I have a proper understanding and I can actually make some purchases, right? Because that is what I was wondering. Am I interested in making a move on this project? And to be fair, looking at it right now, I feel like I am actually interested in this, definitely. So that research report will be up quite soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you get notified when that video is uploaded. My conclusion from this video, yes, I'm very bullish on Netvrk. It looks really good. The prices seem still reasonable compared to the other projects. I feel like with Netvrk we are early, and that's usually where we like to be. If you have information about Netvrk that I should know before reviewing the white paper here for you on YouTube, feel free to let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to have a look. Thank you so much for watching and I'll be seeing you in the next one.